How are you guys doing today? Good afternoon, Virginia Beach. I have a secret to tell you. You might not know by my haircut and my rainbow tattoos. You'll never guess. I'm a pastor's kid. Yeah, I was raised by evangelical missionaries and homeschooled by them as well. So I actually got my sex education from reading Song of Solomon and the instruction pamphlet on a tampon box. So you know which hole things go. My parents had pretty specific prayers and ideas about what they wanted my future spouse to be like. They wanted him to be strong and prayerful, but most importantly, they wanted him to be a virgin. I had ideas myself as well, what I was looking for. This is Fred. I was looking for freckles and no visible genitalia. When all the other girls were looking for Prince Charming, I was looking for that. When my eventual husband found out about my parents' powerful prayers, he was actually quite relieved to discover it wasn't just a string of bad luck in high school and college that led him to be friend-zoned every single time. It was divine intervention. When he would get past the friend zone into the end zone, he was suddenly struck with shame and erectile dysfunction. So I did eventually get married to a Marine, hoorah, one step up from my Fisher-Price doll. He's got that square jaw, and he can stand at attention all day. So yeah, my Marine was tough. He was a tough guy. He could go out into the woods for 3 weeks with nothing but a rucksack and do great. But if I sent him to Target with a list of 3 things to buy, he'd come back with none of them and a kayak, which is super helpful. Super helpful. He came home one day and he said, "Oh, it's Fred. Okay, you can lay down." He came home from work one day and he said, "I need you to sit down. I need to talk to you. I've been thinking about this real seriously. I want to transition." Well, okay. Tell me more, babe. To the Navy? All right. So either way you slice it, I've been married to a woman all along. I can work with this. Turns out I can work with this. But before he goes off to Navy training, he comes home from work one day to find 3 of our kids. We had a whole bunch of them. 3 of them very sick with the stomach bug. So there was massive quantities of poo and pee, diaper cream, and regret. And he assessed the situation, did a quick turnabout, and I'm so proud of him. He made his very first doctor's appointment for himself that day. He scheduled himself in for a vasectomy. Unlike Jax's dad, we wanted to get it done right the first time. So he scheduled it in at the Naval Hospital, which is really important when you're taking care of the family jewels. You want that military precision. And a corpsman that apparently got his education watching reruns of MASH. Oh, so, I know, stick with it. So he grabs what he thinks is an antiseptic called betadine. Turned out it was an adhesive. Prep the area with an adhesive. Doctor comes in, does his procedure. Good, wrap up. So when they go to remove the drape, they remove with it a layer of skin from the top of his legs, the underside of his belly, and the bottom side of his franken beans. So what should have taken 36 hours to recover took 6 weeks of walking around like a dog that had been neutered. It was really pitiful. But please do not feel bad for this man, because this is the same man that blew his nose on the shower wall every day for 27 years. Never once rinsed a booger down the drain himself. So the universe just balanced the scales, I think. That was an even trade. Yeah, so he did recover. He did eventually recover, and he did leave the Marine Corps, and he joined the Navy. And I left the closet and joined the Gavy. Woo! I think my parents' prayers maybe could have been a little bit more specific. I'm not sure. I have upgraded my toys. They are much more age appropriate. They do require electricity and recharging. They do what they say on the box. And my life is amazing. I am now living it without any boogers in my shower wall. Having a great one. Thank you very much, you guys. It's been great.